The Prentice Alsop Heating and Air Coaches Corner, fueled by Donut Country and McDonald's Murfreesboro on FM 101.9 and AM 1450 Murfreesboro, FM 100.5 Smyrna, and streaming at WGNSSports.com.
And this portion of the Coach's Show brought to you by Sir Pizza, whose 3 Murfreesboro locations offer a huge selection of mouth-watering pizzas, sandwiches, pastas, and wings. You can order your favorite pizza online at sirpizzatn.com. And the other Kriesky joins me, Matt, the Blackman Blaze here today.
The better half.
I'm beginning he was in a mood this morning. Yeah. I just want to. I'm sure he's listening.
Yeah,
so.
I hope he is.
Well, I guess I'm not even going to mention the Kriesky Bowl. I know that comes up all the time. But you had a good warm up to that game and a nice end to begin fall break on a 49-0 win over Pure Academy. And I first want to talk, Matt, about Ethan Carson, because I'm reluctant to brag on kids too much, but this kid, he's not a kid, he's a man.
Yeah, you can't. I mean, Ethan comes to work each day. What I like about him is, we got a heavy package in for him, and as soon as he gets off on defense and gets done talking to Coach Crosby and the defensive guys, he's right behind me. He's begging me to put him in. He wants to be in the game. That's his competitive nature, and he wants to win. And it's not about him. It's about this team. He wants to win. He wants to prove everybody wrong, and he's fun coach. To see his growth and his leadership over the past year has been really, really good and fun to watch. Him being the leader of the team and just the way he carries himself in practice, just making it competitive, jawing back and forth with the offense and his other teammates. He's not doing it in a malicious way. He's doing it to trying to get the competitiveness out of the other guys when practicing, and also trying to make it fun, competing because my thing is you got to compete every rep. So he's done that, and, seeing his growth in the weight room, you ought to see him from the time that we've got there until now, the muscle that he's put on, the strength that he's gained. And so, he's someone it's hard to keep off the field, and, he's going to be special at the next level.
Had six tackles and a touchdown last night. Another guy that I want to mention, Grant Gardner, who I think is that give me those tough yards, when you got to get it's a 3rd and 2, you got to need to run. Grant's that kind of kid, but last night 118 yards.
Yeah, I think he had 118 yards, 3 touchdowns. Where Grant came in this week, Jabari got a little banged up. Jabari could have played, but I just would have wanted to rest him and get him better. So I challenged Grant. I told him, I said, it's your time. You're going to get the run of the carries tonight. Let's see what you can do. So we sit down and talk this week, and what he did, he's always been a hard-nosed physical runner for us, and he showed it last night. He made a run early in the game on one of our buck sweep, bounced off a couple guys, stayed in bounds, one of his better runs this year, and he was also hitting it hard, the hardest I've seen him on our inside runs all year. So for him to get that confidence, to gain that momentum over these last 3 games, I'm really excited for him and what he can do. He's the type of kid that doesn't say anything at all. He just works. I coach him really hard. He's unfortunate for him. I coach the running back, so he has to deal with me on a daily basis. But man, he's been a fun guy to coach and to get to know him and his family over this past year, and to see his growth and maturity since he's been with us has been pretty fun and neat.
It's great when you're coaching, somebody answers a challenge that you give. Mm-hmm. I mean, that's a great feeling, isn't it? Because they're listening.
Yes.
Marcus Cameron didn't have to throw much, but he was 3 for 5 for 50 yards. It seems like the offense is now, I don't know, this may be unfair, but it's kind of catching up with the defense a little bit now, and you're getting solid performances from both ends of the ball.
Yep. We don't ask Marcus to do much, but what we do ask him to do, he does it well. He does what we ask him to do. It's his 4th start, 0 interceptions, 50 yards passing, and 1 touchdown pass. So we asked him to come in and manage the game, and he's going to get better. He's gotten better from the first game he started until now. So it's just been fun to watch him, his growth in these past 4 games and what he's doing and the challenges that he's accepted. So he's very coachable, competitive, hard worker. He's a winner, and so that's what you want to see out of your guy. And he's done that the past 4 games, and we expect that out of the last 3 games.
With the fall break coming, I know you'll take. Do you take a few days and then get back to it?
Yeah.
Okay. And so you get a little extra than a week to get ready for a tough Riverdale team coming in.
Yep. We give them off. Have off until now until Thursday morning. We come in and kind of get them back in the routine Thursday and Friday, and then I have the weekend off. Then we'll get back going on Monday. Something I've always done, dealing with fall break. And just practicing, it's nothing too hard, but I like to go ahead and get them back in the routine with the week off, and just so they know coming in on Monday we're back on game week, game routine. But they have, we don't keep them too long to those 2 days. They still have enough time to enjoy fall break, but just getting them back in town and getting the routine going again, because we have a tough region opponent the following week, and so I want to go ahead and get them mentally prepared, them mentally thinking about our next opponent.
We were not there last night, but I heard that even though it's fall break week, that you had a great crowd. You had a really good crowd, and homecoming, a lot of festivities and the parade and everything.
Yeah.
And couldn't work out. The weather couldn't have worked out any better for all of that.
Yeah, it was a little bit warmer than what we thought it was going to be. But, man, started off the day with the parade. It was great to see the middle school, the elementary, a lot of the community members out there with the watching the kids during the parade. All these. And I'm sure the elementary teachers weren't too happy with all the candy that we were throwing out to them. But it was just, man, it was neat. And then you go right there, right into the pep rally. We had that, and then pep rally. Then we had all these activities in the afternoon. So you get kind of worried about how the kids are going to act and going to respond. So I told them, we've got to, if we're who we think we are, we've got to take care of business from the first quarter on. And they did that. I was impressed. It's the first time since I've been here that we've had a game like that I knew that we should take care of business from kickoff to finish. So I was glad that they did that. And then I was very fortunate my little girl participated in homecoming.
Yeah, I wanted to mention that because she was here last week, and I hate she wasn't here. I guess she had homecoming queen duty things.
Oh, man. She thinks she's bossing me around and telling me what to do. I try to tell her I have a game to get ready for, and she didn't really care about that too much. But now she's getting ready. She's going out to cheer on the youth league Blackman Blaze. So
yeah,
she's got a big game today.
I was talking to Will about all the things that go on turf fields now. It's about every day, isn't it?
It is.
Something going on.
It is, and but that's one of the good things. You get these kids that are playing, 6, 7 years old all the way up until high school, so playing on the same field. So that's something special. Like I mentioned earlier in the year, Nate and his crew do a great job. And then our middle school got Coach Hillis over there is leading the charge at the middle school, doing a great job preparing those guys, getting them ready to send them over us to high school. And so I'm very fortunate to have from youth league to middle school to high school, have a great group of men coaching these young guys up and getting them ready for us whenever we get them in 9th grade.
Matt Kriesky is our guest here, head coach of the Blackman Blaze. And now we get to fall break's going to be over, and then we get ready for this game against Riverdale. And I think I know you and Will well enough now and you've played each other before, so the brother thing is not really an issue. I mean, people like to jab about it and talk about it, but really it's the football game itself, and they've got a pretty good ball club.
They do. It was kind of hard last week. I know myself and other coaches, we're getting ready for Pure, but we all want to take some time and start watching them, and but you don't want to look past any opponent. It's going to be a very tough game. It's going to be a great atmosphere. They're going to bring a great crowd, and so our community and fans are going to come out and show out. But it's a huge game, huge region game. Hopefully, trying to battle for a playoff spot in year 2 for us here. That's our goal, is to get that 11th game. So we've talked about it last night about challenging the kids, and it's these next 3 weeks are very important for us. 3 region games, and it starts out with Riverdale, and so it's going to be tough. And I know our kids are excited about it. We still got a bad taste about how things ended last year for us. And so I know they're going to come in ready to work and give Riverdale everything they got.
And they're very similar to you guys, really. I mean, good defensive team. Offense can click, and when they're clicking, they do a great job. And both of you have made, I think, strides offensively as well as the years gone on. So it's a kind of, I don't want to say carbon copy, but you are very similar in the way you play.
Yep. I think our both of our defenses are really physical, fast. Man, you look at the some of the three defenses in Rutherford County. You look at what Coach Watson does at Oakland, Riverdale, Coach Rell, and then Coach Crosby, our defense coordinator. Man, we got some of the three. Well, I think we got three of the top defensive coaches around in the mid-state that do an outstanding job. That are really, the three guys are really knowledgeable, and you can tell by each team and their style of play and how well coached those three defenses are. So that says a lot, man. I know I'm very fortunate to have Coach Crosby leading our defense, and because what he does is an outstanding job to getting our guys prepared each and every week.
All right. Now, we'll talk quick about fall break, what you're going to do for fall break. And I think a lot of guys have been telling me they got some honeydews they've got to catch up with you. Are you doing that? Or?
Yeah, well, I'll do that. My wife knows that if we go out of town, I can't sit there and relax and enjoy it. So we won't go out of town or do anything like that until after the season. But, she's got some things for me to do around the house and give me some time to watch a little film and get ready. We got a baseball tournament with my son this weekend. Daughter's cheering today, so we're going to stay.
That's your
pretty busy.
vacation right there.
That is, seeing them doing what they enjoy doing at a young age is fun, and so that's what we're going to do. And then Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, spend some family time. Last year I think we went to Top Golf with my brother and his family. To kind of started off the Blackman Riverdale week with a little Top Golf, so maybe we'll
so
do that again.
You do communicate with each other. You don't stay away from each other.
It's not like what it used to be. I guess you can say we've matured a little bit over the time of us being coaches. But yeah, I mean it's a game.
I wanted to ask you because this is what his answer was. I asked about your dad, and so he rotates games to go to. Is that kind of the thing that he does? Now, Will added that he just goes when it's closer to home, but that's not true. He does actually rotate.
Yes, he does.
Okay, yeah. I thought he was a fair guy.
Yeah, he is.
And does he ever give you all advice about the game that you're going to play each other or any game?
Yeah, he does. He coached for about 18 years. So yeah. He still thinks he has it, but he's got that old school mentality. He'd like for one of us to line up in the wishbone and do that. So, but I tell him all the time the game's passed him by.
Man, he's my age. I remember the wishbone. Wow, I love it. Matt, good luck to you, and have a great fall break. And I don't know. I guess I'll be torn. I don't know. Maybe flip a coin, but
come on. I know who you really root for.
No,
the better half.
No. Yeah, well, no. And that's for everybody to come up with. But you and I know, right?
Yes, that's right.
That's Matt Kriesky, the head coach of the Blackman Blaze. This portion of the show brought to you by Dr. Automotive, the cure for your car. Professional auto repair and maintenance from ASE Certified Mechanics and Master Mechanics. Check them out online at autorepairsmyrna.com.